Hey, Chad and Bruce, and everybody else out there, I'm Dan. Try to update you on some of the guitars, maybe show you a couple strumming patterns. You can play along with them, and maybe give you a hint or two on changing to bar patterns and variables on the DCG patterns. That's something along with the strummings. All right. I'm using the classical because it has a wider neck, and maybe you'll be able to see it better. And as a practice tool, classicals are very affordable. They're maybe $100 for an inexpensive one. And just bought one for a friend for that, and he's learned to play in 3 months. He's got the dedication. I mean, he's not playing as good as John Bell, but he's doing pretty darn good. I was thinking first song to show would be like Can't You See? It's a DCG pattern, and if you had trouble going from D to C, you have to move fingers over here and up to there. Okay, so if you were to play your D chord and take your pinky and add it to it, I know it sounds awkward, like I'm asking you to do a lot, but it's a D sus. I'm not even going to give names because I'll be corrected 3 times and then 2 will be wrong and I might be right. So if you just add the pinky on the bottom string, 3rd fret, and then release it back to your D, and then release the bottom finger on the string, that's like this. You're playing 3 different chords by moving 1, 2 fingers, okay? So now when you're playing all the bottom 2 strings like that, you can release. If you come over the top, you have access to both G and C. Okay, so D, C, and G. Alright, so Can't You See is you got to keep the 1 beat prominent. You can stop even and play it that way. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It reduces all the clutter of putting too much, because I call it the open mic strum. This is what I see people trying to do through the song. Gonna take a freight train down at the station. It's that too much, alright? So less is more. And I'm doing like a Travis picking with my fingers. And it's sort of what a strum is. You're just using your fingers, your thumb to fan. Okay, so that's my tip on that one. I think I heard Margaritaville was one. So let me show you the intro to it. Place the first finger on the 5th fret, and then the 7th and the 7th. This is a variation of an A chord. If you were to play it in the first position, this would be an A, and if you release the bottom 2 fingers, just play the bottom 3 strings, that's an A. Up here on the 5th fret, this is a D. So this is the intro. You're going to go D to C, D to C to E minor. So D to C, and E minor is here. It's 3 fingers in a row, such as what would be if you were to play an A minor here. It's movable. A minor, A sharp minor, B minor, C minor, C sharp minor, E minor. Okay, so here's the intro. Speed it up a little bit. And then you start your strum. And as I was saying, the 1, nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All of those tourists, they're covered in oil. Strumming my 6th string on my front porch swing. And Smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Here comes the G. I'm wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. And some people claim that there's a woman to blame. See, I make my mistakes, but I know it's my own darn fault. I make my mistakes, but I have fun with it, and that's what you need to do. Alright, so now you can jam along with that. You know, that's the cool thing about the video. You just kick it back, practice that with it, and then you can learn your pentatonic scale. Okay, and another thing I wanted to show you would be playing your A minor. To start with bar chords, you slide it up 2. That's a B minor, alright? And that can be a lot of good songs, you know, something like well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance, with the stars above in your eyes. See what I mean? That's the beginning. And that's your movable root chord. We're just playing a variable of it. That's the B minor that everybody's afraid of. But the B minor is actually playable like that. Such as I say, practice your chords with your outside fingers. I know this is my fingers doing the bar over here. It sounds hard, and it is hard. But why not try your things like that? If you can get to play your E and your A like that, the whole world opens up to you. E, A. This is E, root 6, roots on the 6th string. A is roots on the 5th string. Okay? So, my E. That's the movable pattern. F, to B flat, G, to C, A, to D, B, to E, and it continues up all the way till you get to your octave, the 12th. Well, hope it didn't bore you too much.